Welcome to another episode of Offsides with Kenny and Kenny. I'm Pat Kenny coming to you from the studio, and today remotely from her secret bunker, we'll be tying in with Dayna Kenny. Welcome, Dayna.
Thank you, Pat. How's it going?
Pretty well. How have you been?
Good. Even better after a great football weekend.
Yeah, I think as usual, we'll just jump right into SEC Roundup. Dawgs got business done.
Finally, go Dawgs. Yes, great weekend for the Dawgs. Put Kentucky in a dirt nap.
Yeah, did what they needed to do. Kentucky's at the bottom of the bourbon barrel right now, so to speak. Like Joe Happy said last week, too bad this game couldn't have come before the Georgia-Alabama game, because I think they could have used it a little more of a tune-up.
Yes, for sure. Gunnar Stockton looked incredible, like right off the bat, just rushing in for a touchdown. And then you just had some really great plays. To end up in the fourth quarter, putting in your second string is always a good place to be. Give the depth some playing time, since we're having a little bit of an issue with that against some of the harder teams. But yeah, no, it was a great overall game. I mean, I'm happy about it.
Georgia's very dangerous if they could put all four quarters together. They
right.
Put two separate halves together, one offense, one defense against Alabama, and it cost them. We saw if they do it against Kentucky, if they do that every week, they can control their own destiny.
Yeah. I mean, though, you're talking about a different caliber team too. So if we can just play a team of the same caliber as Kentucky every week, that would be great.
We do have a wow moment from that game. Take a look at this catch.
Cash Jones in as their third down specialist. 3rd and 4 for
here comes he just drops it right in the bucket. And when they show this replay, they always say throw that where only your guy can catch it or it goes out of bounds. And your guy caught it.
I love it. It's just one of those spectacular one-handed catches that'll just be a highlight reel for years and years to come. But also really shows Gunner's ability.
Yeah, it was a great. He dropped that dime in there. Seems like we're seeing one of these one-handed catches every week. It must be something in those gloves. I'm not sure, but great athletes making great catches.
Yeah. Yeah, but we are going to have a fun weekend this weekend up against our oldest rival. 1892 was the first game that Auburn and Georgia ever played. So the oldest Southern rival is coming up at 7:30 on Saturday. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, this is one of those games that people outside the Southeast probably don't realize how far back it goes. And when they shaking up the conferences and adding teams, people are always worried about what game is going to go away. And I think the SEC will do as much as they can to keep this rivalry. There's some great moments, especially this moment off the field.
Woo! That dog will bite you.
Yeah, that dog will hunt. Uga taking care of business against Robert Baker back in the mid-'90s. You couldn't script that any better. There's Uga, always gets voted one of the top mascots in the country, and showing you why right there.
Oh, he's adorable on top of all of that.
Yeah. And then on the other end of the SEC, what is going on with Texas? Florida looks like they couldn't put two quarters together, and then they upset Texas, who was preseason number 1. It's mind-boggling.
I hate whenever we talk about this in our household, because my husband's an Alabama fan. I'm a Georgia fan. Anytime I feel like you get put at number 1 before the season starts, it's almost like a hex on your season. Nobody wants to be that guy that's all these expectations and everybody's looking at you, and anything that you do feels like such a disappointment after that. Arch Manning is a legacy. This is who he is. It's in his DNA. He's going to be a great player for sure. It's just all this pressure around him to perform like his uncles in a Super Bowl. It's like, come on, guys, give him a second. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think their hype has been any higher for a player heading into his first season where he's going to be the starter. I mean, yeah, he looks great the few games he got in. Those games were over. There was no pressure. This is the first time he's probably had any adversity. I mean, ever since high school with that last name and all those numbers he put up, he's been winning. And now he's got a couple of losses, some tough losses. Adversity builds character. We'll see where this goes. But you remember preseason, they were talking about our NFL team's going to tank to get the number 1 pick so they could get Arch Manning. Now it's how many years of eligibility does he have left so he can get some seasoning in college before he gets drafted. I mean, I think he has all the tools.
He definitely does. He definitely has the mental game, right? Because that's just something that's probably been instilled in him for his whole life. And it's not about, the individual games. It's about the overall, like, what are we really trying to accomplish overall? And
right. The progression. But even that first game of the season, he was missing open players. I understand that could be jitters and whatnot, but then against Florida, who looked like their season, wasn't going anywhere. And all of a sudden they got a huge win to build momentum off of.
Yeah. We're going to see. It's going to be interesting. So, and then let's go to the standings right now in the SEC.
Yeah. I mean, the standings at the top there is a lot of good teams up there. Ole Miss, a big win. Alabama with a big win. Georgia's gonna have to play Ole Miss. There's gonna be a lot of shakeup up there. But look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you told me 7 of those teams were gonna make the playoffs, I'd believe you, and rightfully so. But they're not going to. 4 or 5 will be a lot.
Yeah, that game we got in a couple of weeks against Ole Miss is going to tell a lot. It's really going to change the way that looks, right, in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
there's going to be a lot of shakeup up there. I mean, I would love to compare that to after the last game of the regular season is over with and see how those standings right now compare to the end of the season, because everyone in those top 6, 7 teams controls their own destiny if they win out, but a lot of them have to play each other.
That's right.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And then on to the ACC, the 2 Techs, one's going in the right direction, and Georgia Tech, undefeated, winning ugly if they have to. But like Joe Happy said last week, all you got to do is win the game that's in front of you, keep winning, and that's what they're doing. Virginia Tech is going in the wrong direction. I think that Georgia Tech should take care of business this week. And if you look at their standings, they should be favored in every game, I believe, the rest of the season. They're ranked number 13 now. They're at the top of the ACC. They'll either be favored or, small underdogs, barring injury, until they meet Georgia Thanksgiving weekend. The
Absolutely.
old-fashioned hate game.
I am super excited about Tech season for them and for their fans, for the program, for the coach. They've looked really good all year. I really hope that they go undefeated up until Thanksgiving, where we just hand it right back to them in the bins. So
that game is downtown Atlanta. I mean, it's Georgia Tech's backyard, but it's also Georgia's had some good success there in the SEC championship games.
Yeah.
That place is going to be rocking if Tech is still undefeated and Georgia only has 1 loss going into Thanksgiving weekend. That's going to be big.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to see what happens there. But yeah, this is the, top 25 teams right here. I mean, again,
there's going to be some shakeup there because Ole Miss has some big games. A lot of things
are going to happen, right? You got Michigan and Ohio State that's going to play that week.
Yeah, Michigan always plays them tough no matter what. Missouri's undefeated. A lot of people say they haven't hit the hard part of their schedule yet. Miami looks really good to me. We'll have to see. I mean, they do enough to win on defense alone, I think, is keeping them in games.
Yeah, so still
LSU,
football left to play.
Yeah, I mean, LSU is, I think the school's still out on them to see what they're going to do. I don't know. Coach Kelly always seems to lose one that he shouldn't. Maybe that's the one he already did. If they win out, I mean, all those teams at the top of the SEC and the top of the top 25 can control their own destiny, but a lot of them play each other. So
that's right.
We'll see how it shakes out. So that's enough of college football. Let's take a break, hear a word from our sponsor, and come back and talk some NFL.
Pretty Birds.
In this world where attention is hard won, Storytel.media turns your vision into visuals and sounds that grab hold of people. I'm Ty Towers, and I'm a hands-on AV nerd with 35 years in broadcast production. I personally run camera, sound, lighting, edit content, design graphics, and arrange music. My knack for rhythm fueling razor-sharp edits. Leading a tight-knit team, we deliver stunning visuals and powerful messaging. While I've been honored with Emmy, Telly, and Promax awards, I really focus on your trust first and foremost. For leading companies, including industrial manufacturing clients, we bring trust and discretion and relaxed environments where your executives will shine naturally. We execute your vision with precision, making your story unforgettable. Discover our story at Storytel.media and let's make your story shine.
Welcome back to Offsides with Kenny and Kenny. Now it's time to talk some NFL and the Falcons coming off a bye week.
That's right. We're looking forward to hosting the Bills at the Benz.
Monday Night Football.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
this clip in the background here is so cool. I encourage any Falcons fan to go check it out. I mean, they really did a great job with hyping Michael Penix up. And my favorite part about that clip is all the fans that are walking the Falcons flag out, and they're just staring at him like they're just in love with him. So we're hoping that he shows out for the Bills on Monday night.
I mean, the bands will get loud. I know there will be some Buffalo fans there, including myself.
There will be. You know why? Because nobody wants to live in Buffalo. They all live in Atlanta. Let's be honest.
I did leave 3 feet of snow in 1986 and came down here, and on New Year's Eve it was 68 degrees, and I said I could move here one day, and I did.
Well, let me tell you something. One of the most controversial things that I hear from people that live in Atlanta now because their home state / city sucks is that the Falcons fans don't show up for the Falcons. And it's like the Falcons fans don't live in Atlanta with all you freaking no driving crazy Yanks that move down here for our weather and our women. Let's just be honest. And they all live on the outskirts. They don't want to come into the city, sit in traffic. Oh, no, no, you know it's true. You know it's true because you're one of them. You're one of these carpet bagging, no Falcon loving. But I know you love the Falcons secretly, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you guys all moved here for our weather, our women, and you've created traffic, and then you wonder why nobody shows up to the Benz to support the Falcons. It's because you're there.
They're everyone's second favorite team that lives real close to the stadium or in the northern boroughs. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're from some unknown bunker with the rest of the true Atlanta fans. I mean, be honest. Besides the fact that you grew up here, when you go out right now, how many of your friends are from Atlanta or from Georgia even?
Not many. I mean, I'm like I should be in a museum. I'm like an anomaly that I'm actually from here, born and raised. Yeah.
I agree. I mean, like I said, I'm a Bears fan and I like the Falcons. If they're not playing the Bears, I'm normally root for them. And the way I determine who I'm a better fan of, or a bigger fan of, not better, is not how happy I am when they win, is how mad I get when they lose. When the Bears lose a game, like that game against Washington last year where they had it, the guy was celebrating with 5 seconds to go. They threw the Hail Mary. I was kicking dirt for 2 days. When the Falcons lose, I'm like, I wish they would have won, but they didn't.
Yeah, I know. It's we're your side piece. I get it. No, it's totally fun. And I'm just going to say that the real Falcons fans are typically watching the game in their living room in the comfort of their own home, eating chili because they don't want to hang out with a bunch of carpetbaggers who just clog up 75. So get over it. We have plenty of fans. They just don't all show up to hang out with you guys at the bins.
Now, speaking of side piece, I want to bring up this photo, but it's not the way you think I'm going to use the side piece because my mother is in it. But
Is she the side piece?
The Falcons are playing the Bills, and a couple years ago we traveled to a Bills game. There's my mom with quarterback Josh Allen, and I believe
your mom's side piece. That's your mom's side piece.
No. Again, I need a challenge that the side piece is. I believe what she's telling him right before this picture is, when you get engaged, don't let it affect your performance on the field, unlike some tight end from Kansas City that we all know about. I believe that's what she told him. And that picture is right before they said, Josh Allen's going to pop out, wave, say hello to his fans, no pictures, please. And she ran right up there and put her arm around him and made me take that picture.
She's adorable. He couldn't resist.
Speaking of dissing someone, did you see what Buffalo posted after their loss last week?
Yep. Very arrogant. Okay, we'll let them bring that arrogant energy into the bins, and then, we hope for an upset. That's what we can do. I mean, that's all we can do is go out and go hard and
they want to get the bad taste out of your mouth, go play the Falcons, is basically what they're saying. But I think they'd have been primed for an upset had they won last week. Now that they got that loss, they lost that game. They shouldn't have beaten the Ravens. So they're good. Just no team to me is running away with it yet. The Lions got a loss. Tampa looks really good, but everyone obviously has a loss, which, by the way, happy Mercury Morris Day for any of you that follow that. It's the old urban legend that the 72 Dolphins get together and pop champagne after every team has a loss. And with the Bills and the Eagles losing, everyone has at least one loss. So 72 Dolphins undefeated, perfect season is still intact. Mercury Morris is looking down, thinking of champagne.
Yeah, we missed the little touch point on Bijan being NFC Player of the Month. I just wanted to show that. Obviously, those stats are incredible, but the touchdown where he was on his head. Did you see that? Like he was breakdancing.
Now, one thing about Bijan, remember when they drafted him and everyone's like, what are they doing? They don't need a running back. They needed edge. They needed linemen. They needed this, that. I think he is a perfect example of when that perfect athlete is still on the board, you take him, whether you thought you needed a running back in that first round or not. And I remember a lot of Falcons fans complaining that they didn't need a running back and they wasted a high pick. And now I think all those fans are saying, I think we should have taken the best athlete that fell, that was available to us.
Absolutely. No, he's incredible. He's definitely my favorite player right now. And I think obviously the NFC's favorite player too. So looking forward to watching him in live and in color on Monday.
Dayna, I got a couple of rapid fire questions for you. I'll try to stick to the subject of the NFL, but Who do you think is the best team right now?
I mean, the Falcons, but okay. So, I mean, really,
All right, if you had to put money on who's going to win the Super Bowl right now.
I want it to be the Bills, even though I want to beat them Monday night, I still want it to be the Bills because I always like to pull for the underdog. But I'm just saying, like, Tampa Bay's looking good too. So I don't really know.
Okay, the next rapid fire question. Besides Donald Trump, who was the other president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms?
Non-consecutive?
Yeah. Obviously, it's Cleveland, which brings me to my Grover Cleveland, which is a nice segue to, do you think Shedeur Sanders will ever start a game this season for the Cleveland Browns?
No.
Yeah, I don't either. And that's, people make fun of the Falcons drafting, but to draft him and then draft another quarterback, and then he's still third on the depth chart. I'm not sure what the plan is or was with him, but we'll see. I mean, you can still make a decent living carrying a clipboard as a backup quarterback in the NFL.
That's right. Yeah. And so Mark Sanchez, that was some big news over the weekend.
NFL being in the news for the wrong reasons.
That was sticky situation.
I see what you did there. But every day it seems the story gets a little worse and worse. They're up in the charges against him.
Yeah. Think he's going to blame it on CTE or some BS like that?
Well, here's a great meme and I think I heard a lot of people joke about that. Hey, at least he's not known for the butt fumble anymore, which was one of the famous, boneheaded plays. No pun intended. I mean, but if you don't want to be known for that, getting in some sort of fight when knives are involved is not the way, to go about it. But
can I just get like a short Netflix version of this incident? Because just think about Mark Sanchez, his ego, he's hammered. He thinks he's going to pick a fight with some old dude, and the old dude.
I know, a 69-year-old guy that's trying to empty grease out of a restaurant or something. I mean, it's.
Dude. And then the guy I love it. Like, he had no idea.
Apparently,
the ultimate FAFO, right? Like,
yep. he did, that's for sure. And then in other NFL in the news, I don't know if they like or dislike this publicity, but they announced Super Bowl halftime show, Bad Bunny, who I know him as the caddy in Happy Gilmore 2. I don't know any of his songs, but he's got a message for fans. Let's listen to that.
You didn't understand what I just said. You have 4 months to learn. We have a great show for you tonight. Doja Cat is here. So stick around. We'll be right back.
I get it. NFL wants to be international. Apparently, he's got millions and millions and millions of followers. I couldn't tell you a song he's saying. They're not marketing to me. I'm aging out of the demographic. Everyone's got their panties in a wad, no pun intended.
Listen, I love music. He's got some really catchy music. He's got some incredible producers. Quite honestly, it's the music itself, not his lyrics, that are the best part of what he does. I think he's a freak of nature, because who gets on SNL and is that arrogant about America's pastime? Let's just be real. Call it what it is. This is the NFL. Football is America's sport. This is, baseball and football. You're not taking that shit from us. You can come over and play it and watch it and all the things, but I'm sorry. It's America's sport. We freaking created it. What are you talking about? We have 4 months to learn Spanish. Kiss my ass. in Spanish. Kiss my ass in Spanish. And what I'm going to say is, I think this will be probably the lowest viewed Super Bowl halftime show since Disney on Ice.
I don't know. I think it might go the opposite direction because everyone's going to go, what's everyone bitching about? But
no,
if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Because of that comment right there. Had he kept his mouth shut, it probably would have gotten some attention. But now that he said that, people are going to deliberately turn it off to give it low ratings because they're pissed off at him being so freaking arrogant on SNL, talking about you have 4 months to learn my language. Here's
you know what we need. You remember the year Fox in Living Color did a live halftime show, and they said, "Hey everyone, the halftime show is going to suck. Turn over to Fox and watch us." And literally did a live in Living Color with men's on football, and it was that was pretty good. We need something like that. I mean, the one Super Bowl I got to go to in Atlanta, 2000, Rams and Titans. We went out and drank beer during the halftime show. It was like Phil Collins sings Disney, and I didn't. That wasn't up my alley, so I didn't go. I didn't get mad though, but I don't know.
I just think that I think that if you're going to get on, you're going to get on TV and be arrogant about like, go learn my language if you want to watch the halftime show. It's like, shut up, just shut up. Now I'm not going to watch it just for that reason alone.
You're going to watch.
I'm not watching it. I refuse. I'm going to go and watch, I don't know, like people, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm going to watch something that I would never watch. I'm just going to turn it off. I can't deal with the NFL trying to just be so, can we just bring back the Atlanta halftime show? That was the greatest halftime show ever, where you had all the Atlanta, like you had Ludacris and, I mean, it was Goody Mob and Outkast and everybody. I'm like, come on, just bring that halftime show back. It was the greatest. I miss Prince. I wish he wasn't dead. He had the best halftime show. I'd really just rather see Janet Jackson's boob again. If we can just go back to that, something. But Bad Bunny, first of all, he's just not that great of a performer anyway. I think it's going to bust.
Well, we shall see. Let's take another break, hear a word from our sponsor, and come back and talk some basketball and baseball.
At Homegrown Realty Group, we believe buying or selling a home should feel personal, because it is. We're more than agents. We're your neighbors. From the first showing to the final signature, our team is rooted right here in the community, guiding you every step of the way. Whether you're planning new routes, upsizing, or downsizing, trust the local experts who know this market best. Homegrown Realty Group, where real estate feels like home.
Horizon Steel Structures in Woodstock. Industry leaders in steel buildings, components, overhead doors, and metal roofing. They sell direct to contractors, erectors, installers, and the public, delivering cutting-edge solutions for every project. Modern steel buildings have evolved. With advanced engineering, their pre-engineered systems combine stucco, glass, brick, and wood to meet any aesthetic while keeping the unmatched strength and efficiency of steel. Their dedicated team works tirelessly to design a building system tailored to your unique needs. Horizon Steel Structures. Innovate. Build. Succeed.
Welcome back to Offsides with Kenny and Kenny. Now it's time to talk some baseball. Big news in Atlanta is that Snit is officially retired. Sounds like he's been planning it for a few months, but he made it official.
Bittersweet for us Braves fans. He has just absolutely been such an incredible personality for our city and for our team, and we could not love him more. So congratulations on his retirement, because the man needs to rest.
Yeah, here he is at his official announcement.
I never thought I'd hoist a trophy.
So sweet.
Yep, and there he is, hoisting the trophy.
Yeah, I know. Watching that like announcement was just, I mean, you couldn't help but tear up because he was getting pissed off at himself for crying. It was so sad.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to stick around and be like a Braves ambassador. He's going to have some capacity with the team. Now the question is, do they look within? Are they looking outside? Walt Weiss is getting a lot of people think that he's the front runner. Then the next day you hear they want to shake things up and go outside the organization. David Ross, the old Cubs manager, was on their World Series team, very integral part. Threw his hat in the ring. To me, though, it seems like when people say I'm interested in that job, they usually don't get it. I'm not sure. They got Schumacher out of Florida. It'd be interesting. And Braves management is saying there's no timetable. So for old time's sake, towards the end of the season, here's Snit getting tossed one last time. It's nowhere near Bobby Cox's record, but it was nice to see him taking things seriously against a meaningless series against the Pirates late in the season, but you play to win the game.
Still got the fire in his belly. I love it.
Yeah, and now we're into the division rounds, into the playoffs. Some of my picks, I thought Cleveland was going to advance. Little surprised they didn't. My Cubs are not looking good, but I did pick Milwaukee in that one. I would like to see Milwaukee, Seattle, something where a new team's going to win. We'll see. They're both playing well enough to get there.
I'm still picking. Oh yeah, this is my favorite.
It's turned out to be true as of right now. The BJs are up 2-0 over the Yanks. So, and I'm surprised Philly lost 2 at home. So I'd like to see Seattle, Milwaukee.
Yeah,
it looks like it's gonna be Milwaukee and LA. That it's gonna be a great NLCS championship
logo.
I don't know.
Just Seattle, how much I follow it in the postseason.
I'm still mad at the Blue Jays because I had tickets to Game 7 in the 90s when the Braves lost. They lost in Game 6 to the Blue Jays, and I had tickets to Game 7 of that World Series, but never came to be.
It just got drafted to the Blue Jays, so maybe I'll start watching it. Only watch the Braves.
And then the NBA started, so as usual, it's time for the trade talk and what are the Hawks going to do this year? I mean, the East is kind of up for grabs. I mean, Boston's going to be down. I think Cleveland's probably favored. But, here's Trey's talking about Atlanta is forever home. He came here from Oklahoma. I wonder if some of that's just talk trying to get he's ready for his one big contract. Question is, will he get it from Atlanta? I'm hearing trade talks with him. Giannis, getting Giannis from Milwaukee, that would really be a shakeup. I think Trey's looking for one of those, pay me for what I did for you. The only problem is, what has he done for you?
What has he done for lately? That's what we want to know.
Exactly. He's looking for the high 20s, 30 million a year. He has the talent to do it. I don't, they brought in Porzingis. They're bringing in talent around him. They got a high draft pick 2 years ago. We'll see it, but it seems like the last 2 or 3 seasons. Well, is this the season when they put it all together? They made a little bit of a run in the playoffs a few seasons ago when no one expected it. And then last year when they expected it, they're playing that play-in game or they're not even making it. So we'll see.
The bed last year.
And then lastly, when Atlanta sports, hockey talk, believe it or not, is heating up. There's talk of expansion and technically it's going to be Georgia, not Atlanta, is what the Krause family is saying, who's looking to bring a team here. I mean, hockey is growing around here. Georgia Tech's got a team. They're playing an outdoor game.
Tua's growing around here. I don't know about hockey. You know, but again, like I said when we were talking about the NFL, you got so many Yankees up here, or down here, that you're going to have plenty of fans. They're not all going to be from Georgia.
There's fans that showed up because the Stanley Cup was here in July. I think the NHL was trying to look and gauge the interest. I think this ownership group will do it right. If anyone remembers, the Thrashers were kind of a throw-in with the Spirit group that wanted the Hawks and Phillips Arena, and then there was all that infighting, and they could care less about hockey, and it showed. I mean, if you put a product on there, I mean, does anyone remember the Atlanta Knights before the Braves won their World Series in the 90s? We used to joke that the Knights were the only Atlanta team to win a championship. That was minor league hockey. That was a feeder team for the Lightning, and they would get good crowds. I mean, put a product on there that wins.
Again, Canadians love living in warmer weather, so they came down here and played hockey. It's great.
They're not all going to be snowbirds. I was 4. I lived in Vermont. My dad used to flood the backyard, and we'd learn to skate and play hockey. In May when it would freeze in Vermont.
It's definitely grown, I would say, in the last 15, 20 years here. We've watched some rinks go up in our metro areas and things, and people have shown a ton of interest. I think after COVID, we've had a lot of, immigration into Atlanta, where people have migrated to Georgia just because of a myriad of reasons, but I think you have a lot of people who are interested in hockey, and who knows? We'll see. I hope it works out. I don't know damn thing about hockey.
Yeah, look what they're proposing is to make something like the Battery, which has worked spectacularly for the Braves, and put it in the suburb where the hockey fans are, up in Alpharetta. If they put something like that together and spend the money, I think hockey can work in Georgia, and it's going to be Georgia.
Too, just because, again, we're such a diverse, especially the metro Atlanta area is such a diverse melting pot of people, where you have people from everywhere. I'm
actually planning on
rugby in Alpharetta, and there's guys from Wales coaching them. So we have a ton of people here from all over the world. I think it could work. I think it could bring in a ton of revenue. So we'll
I have to drive to Nashville in January because that's the closest place my Blackhawks play, just to see hockey. So I'd love to be able to just drive an hour over to Alpharetta and see hockey in a couple of years, but we'll see. So, and then speaking of offsides, Dayna, your job will be to learn what offsides means in hockey for our next show.
I'll go to a hockey game with you. I have no problem.
All right. Well, that wraps up another episodes of Offsides with Kenny and Kenny. Check us out on all of our social media and let us know what you think.
Thanks for watching Offsides with Kenny and Kenny. Big shout out to our sponsors. Storytell Media, telling your story so your brand is unforgettable.
Horizon Steel Structures. Innovate. Build. Succeed.
Homegrown Realty Group. Nothing beats homegrown.